Crink is on vacation and I need wheat, so there's only one thing to do. This is taking a lot longer than I thought. I can't believe I still have to replant all of this. So this is all of it. I'm going to be nice and give him half of it. I'll leave him a little message too. I tended to the crops while you were gone. That was a pain, but at least we could breed our cows now. And anyways, welcome back to Autocraft Season 6. We're going to start today with a little side quest. Keen just opened up a little shop and it has blaze rods. I need blaze rods. I think that's all I need. I just want to make an ender chest. I'm a very happy customer. An ender chest is always nice to have. But before we start doing some work, we do need to replace our boots. Let's get some good diamond boots. We're missing protection 4, but I'll take it. I should probably do more enchanting later, but I do want to do some work on the lighthouse today. I think my door's open. In the last episode, we built all of this for our starter base, but we're still living down here right now because up there has no interior. Yeah, we have nothing in here yet, so let's just put down some floors. I put in the floors and even the walls on this first layer. The plan is throughout the episode, we'll continue to do a floor one by one. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 floors, plus this little one up here, but I don't know how much attention this needs. I think we just said 4 floors. I think the goal is probably to do at least 3 of them. And then we could finally start living in our lighthouse instead of down there in our island. Each floor is also going to have a double wall situation going on. So if we break this, we have the exterior wall outside and the interior wall is made out of these tough bricks. This way we have less space to fill and we also get to do more walls. I still need to figure out what I want to put down here. I thought that this entrance area should be stone as the foundation of the lighthouse. It's kind of the entrance room. I have some plans for what we want to make some of these other rooms. I think this is going to be a living room, and then we'll have the bedroom above that. And then from some research, I think this should be a service room, the service up there where we have the light of the lighthouse. Since we already did this room, I think it should be the first room of the lighthouse that we complete. I think I'll just keep this one a little simple. I know I said I was going to keep this simple, but I thought it was going to be a little less simple than this. I tried to do some research on what typically would be on the bottom of a lighthouse. I didn't get a strong feeling that it should be anything in particular. A lot of things just said foundation, which we already checked off by making this a little bit more stone. Well, a lot of bit more stone than the other floors, which are more wooden. I found some things that said that it could be a little storage room, so that's what I went for. I'm going to need a room just to dump a bunch of stuff when I'm working on projects because that's just how I play the game, and I think this room will be very functional because of that. So before we work on the next room, I do want to get looting on this sword. There's always a bunch of trident drowned in this area, so if we have looting, we could really easily get a trident. I also really miss my trident from last season. There's no looting in the bookshop right now, so we're just gonna have to go over and bother Crink. And just to throw in a fun fact, last season we barely used rockets. We mostly focused on our trident because our area was all around water. So my rockets used last season was very low. I won't be keeping that up this season though. I feel like we should use some rockets, fly around easier. Look at him. I've come for looting. Looting? That was embarrassing.
Did you?
My voice chat was off.
Yeah, I saw you were deafened. I didn't know if you had you have like the icons. Like, can you see the icons?
No, I keep them hidden. I just turned them on and I checked. Here, I'll just redo that.
Okay, all right.
Looting?
Okay.
I thought you were upset that I didn't wait for the shop and were giving me the silent treatment.
I honestly didn't know what that was. You just came up and threw diamonds at me.
Hopefully our trident luck will be a little better now. Let's do a little luck. This is meant to be. This is meant to be. That's a little sad. Look, this is great. I'm already using the project floor. I think by these materials you could see we're going to be building the bedroom next. And by next, I mean now. Let's check out this bedroom. Over here, we have a little shelving desk thing. That's the desk over there. So I guess this is just another storage space. Bookshelves with some pots on the top. And then we have the proper desk with a little flower, a seat to do some work, and more storage if we want to use this as our storage room. Then we have a small little bed set up with some blinds and some barrels in the back again. I might put something else here. We just have a crafting table because I had to do some crafting to make this. But for now, I think this is looking pretty cool. This is the second room we're doing, but this is the first one that actually has detail besides just a bunch of barrels put everywhere, even though I did put a bunch of barrels everywhere still. These rooms were pretty difficult to do just because of the circular nature of it. Oh, the other thing I didn't show, we have a cute little rug down here with some glow lichen to be like the fringes on the edge of a rug. Normally when I do a carpet, I like to put some wool on the bottom so it's not all carpet. It has a little bit more texture, a little bit more height variation. But obviously, because this is only one floor, if we put wool here, you would see the wool on the ceiling. I kind of wish we did a double floor situation. It would have helped on one of the future rooms we're doing, but I don't know how short that would make this place. I think it would still be manageable. The last thing I want to say about our bedroom, it's not the top floor, it's the second to top floor. I wanted to make it so once we have an elytra, we could just fly in here and get to the bedroom quickly. This might be a really important floor between the storage and the sleeping, so I wanted to make it easily accessible. And with the bedroom done, I think we should just bang out another floor. This one's going to be the service and watch room. Welcome to the service room. So this room is right under the light room up there. Actually, I think it's called the lantern room and will act as a place for whoever's running the lighthouse, aka me. What was I saying? To fix the lantern when it needs fixing. So we have a couple things here like smithing tables, anvils, a stone cutter, and I wanted to include some pipes and more mechanical things. I really struggled with what to put in here. I wasn't really sure. We have this big copper desk with this ladder going up. I wanted this to look like a sliding ladder, so that's why we didn't go with the normal ones. And we put in another window because this is also going to be like the watch room, so you could check for any incoming boats over there instead of always needing to be on the top. I think in the end, this room came out pretty nice. I think we could add a bunch of stuff to it. It still feels a little empty, but I did my best. We could always come back to this later and add some details. The other thing that's interesting about this room is we did the staircase up to the top a little different. Oh, we're missing a slab there. But all the other ones, it goes side to side, but this one's right in the center. And you could do a little swirl up to the top of the lighthouse. A little fun fact, when I was planning this build, originally I had the staircase like this all the way throughout, but it made building even more difficult and I was already struggling. If we come back down to the bedroom, you could see if we had a staircase around here, it would be a little bit more awkward with the bed and some of these other details. So there's one thing we haven't shown for the service room yet. I'm also picturing this as a watch room, so we're going to do a little map wall right here. It's not that little, it's actually pretty big, of the starter town. Well, the starter islands. Okay, I have the maps on me, and I guess we'll do the first one right now. I'm just wondering where to put this. Maybe there will be good? Well, there's nothing on this side, which is that side. I actually think this might be better, because this is the same orientation we're in right now. We have the dock over there, and then we'll have spawn facing this way. I think that makes sense. So I'm going to try to get all these maps done, and hopefully this looks pretty cool. Yeah, you want to see a really cool one?
Yeah. Whoa! How do you even make that? That's crazy.
Yeah, that one's really good. I'm doing a little map wall on the top of the lighthouse.
Oh, I'll have to come check it out when it's all. You're doing the whole, all of Spawn Island.
As much as I could fit. Come over whenever the map wall's about to be done.
I might come over right now.
Yeah, come over, check it out.
You got a little bit of.
This is the
interior
bedroom.
going here. Okay.
We got the service room, and here's the map wall.
Oh wow.
Now I need to figure out what goes where. I think I might be missing one.
What? Oh.
I started there instead
there.
of this one, so I'm missing one.
Oh wait, that one's not even.
That one's to the left of this one in the corner.
Oh, you went too far. I see.
Right here should probably be fine.
I think a little further, because I didn't see the wheat on there.
I did it. And there we go.
Yes.
Yeah, so we have the map all done. We could do another layer here and shift it up to get more of the island in. Unfortunately, we will have, no matter what, some of it cut off over here. I know I can make it into a smaller scale, but I think it pretty much fits, so this is a pretty good scale. And I'm not sure if I'm going to update it. I think this could be cool as a timestamp of the world of what it was today in the beginning of the season. This needs to be it. I need a trident. This is the third guy. Oh, third, fourth, fifth. Okay, there's 3 of them. Oh, it broke my boat. I don't know if we can make it out of this alive. Oh, I need to get out of here. And we killed a lot more drowned, but still absolutely nothing. And my pants are broken. I think this is a really good time to go enchanting. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's make a pair of pants and a hat. Let's make some books too, just in case. We should probably see if Crink has any more mending too, because our chest plate is getting pretty low. I would hate for it to break or something. Guys, where's the enchanting table? Okay, we're good now. Let's see what we get. Depth Strider 3, Protection 4. Okay, we gotta get more levels because we only got a Depth Strider 3 book out of that enchanting session. We had Protection 4 on the leggings, but I was stubborn. I want Protection and Unbreaking. Okay, last enchantment. Good enough for me. We also got a bunch of good books. Please have more mending. Well, maybe next time. Okay, let's see what we could do. We got a pretty good hat, same chest plate, pretty good leggings, just missing mending. And for the boots, we're going to save our Depth Strider 3 book until we could combine this with a Protection 4 or something. I just don't want this to get too expensive to upgrade. And I guess we should probably start using our base too. With all that done, I guess it's time to get started on another floor. I got in the groove a little, so we got this room done and another room on top of it. Starting with this one, it's a little living room area, but also a dining area to eat from the kitchen right up here. So we have a little couch thing over here. You could look out the window, some blinds, and then just some random storage bits and some books if you want to grab a book and go over and read over here. And I really love how we wrap the table around the pillar that supports the entire lighthouse. I saw this in some of the reference images and it was too good not to include. I did have another chair here at first, but it was really annoying just getting in the way. And every dining room needs a kitchen to prepare the food. This is just a simple kitchen. We have a cake here, an area to cook some food, and lots of counter space, a little sink. And then we have a little pantry over here with just a tiny mushroom. I guess you could use this to cook and make some mushroom stew. And this is the floor we were talking about where having a double floor situation would have benefited. We could have taken out these wood planks and put some smooth stone in here, and I think it would have looked really nice, but of course you would be able to see it from here, so it didn't really make sense to do. And with that, I think the lighthouse is complete, so let's do a full walkthrough. We have the storage room for our project chests, we have this dining room, a kitchen, a bedroom, and the service and watch room. And then a room we really haven't done yet, and the lantern room up here. It is great being able to see the whole server from up here. I just wanted to do the walkthrough because we touched on all these floors already, but I think it's really cool seeing them all in perspective and just laid on top of each other. So with that, we have the lighthouse interior complete, but there are a couple more things I want to do this episode. First off, we've been expanding this area a little bit and putting some farms down here. We have a little sheep guy, we have a sugarcane farm I might automate a little bit, and some cacti too. I think this is a great area just to sneak some tiny farms in. You can see a cow that escaped. And we also got this guy that's been interrupting us while we show off this area. A zombie villager we could cure to get a mending villager. I just like to show off some of the stuff we do in the background sometimes. I wouldn't always show off those little farms, but they're there and they've really helped us with building the interior. We had a lot of bookshelves, so we needed sugar. We had a lot of banners, so we needed the wool. Just shows some of the small stuff we have to do. And you might be noticing now we're going to the Nether. And that's because I'm going to be doing the Nether Hub for this season. Of course, I don't plan to complete that today, but I just wanted to show the before. It's very chaotic with a bunch of these bridges and portals everywhere. There's some on the roof and just a lot of random stuff. I do want to get it started a little bit just to get something set up so people could start actually using the Nether Hub, and then we'll do the build in a later episode. So we got a lot of good progress for the start of the Nether Hub, including adding a portal to our lighthouse base. If we go through this little hole, now we can make a right and go through our portal. And that brings us up here to our portal in the Nether attic. I've been calling it the attic because it's not up on the roof and it's not in the actual Nether, so I think it makes most sense as the attic. Well, I guess we'll just refer to it as the Nether Hub. But anyways, up here we have 4 directions to go in, to branch and make tunnels for portals, with a hole going down to the overworld where our shopping district will be down. I said overworld, but I meant the actual Nether. And right now we have buttons everywhere because eventually this will all be ripped out and replaced with the actual Nether Hub, but I wanted it to be spawn proof for now. It's really not so crazy, but it's enough for people to start making portals down here and adding a way so we can actually use Nether portals right now. And if you come down here, all this jungle wood will be gone. We have the spawn portals down here. I wanted to incorporate some of the design in the actual Nether because, as we said, the shopping district is going to be over here or over there, we're not sure yet, but this way you could come through this portal and be right in the shopping district, or eventually be able to launch yourself up into the hole in the ceiling to get to the Nether Hub we have. So I think this is a great start, but nowhere near what it should look like in the future. And with that, you might have noticed something on our hotbar, a trident. So we finally got a trident, which is really nice because we don't really need to use boats anymore. We can just launch ourselves right up here to the base. Saves a lot of time. It took a lot of drowned killed, but it was definitely worth it. No way, I got it. And with that, that's the end of the episode. I hope you guys enjoyed, and thanks for watching.